possibly for the 20th Congress by Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez as the Top Guns. Okay, let us welcome our guest, House Ad Hoc Committee on Marawi Rehabilitation and Victims Compensation Chairman and Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonto Adjong, and House Assistant Majority Leader and Manila 1st District Representative Ernesto Ernix M. Junicio Jr. Sir, your opening remarks.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Again, nagpapasalamat po kami sa ating mga media partners sa pagdalo dito sa araw na ito sa ating press briefing. Gusto ko lang din pong batiin ang ating mga kapatid na Muslim sa buong Pilipinas, buong mundo. Today we are celebrating Muharram, 1st of Muharram, 1447. This is the Islamic New Year, no? Amun Jadid po sa ating mga kababayang Muslim. At gusto na kong puring batiin ang lalo-lalo na po din sa BARM, sa area po namin sa region, that today we are celebrating the first day of the year 1447 according to our Hijra calendar. So again, we would like to thank all of you for coming, for joining us, kami ni Ernix, and we hope to answer all your questions later po. Marami pong salamat, magandang araw again.
Happy Islamic New Year sa ating mga kapatid na Muslim at sa inyo pong lahat, isang magandang tanghali, friends from the media at sa mga mamamayang Pilipino, magandang tanghali po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, sir. So we will now take the first questions from Tina Panganiban Perez of GMA 7.
Good afternoon po. So, sirs, yesterday the House Prosecution Panel complied with the first requirement of the Senate Impeachment Court, yun po sa one-year ban. Now, dun sa compliance sa second requirement, if pagbobotohan po sa 20th Congress, how will you vote po?
And what actually is that's the second? Would the 20th Congress carry over the impeachment?
Sir, if interested pa rin yung 20th Congress to pursue the impeachment.
Well, on collectively, I personally cannot speak on how the 20th Congress will appreciate, no? But individually, if you ask me, I have already affixed my signature on the 7 verified impeachment complaints, and that will remain to be my advocacy, and that will my support on the prosecution team to hold the Vice President accountable for her actions will still remain. So, yun po ang aking kasagutan dyan, Ma'am Tina.
Thank you, Ma'am Tina, for the question. Actually, yung kasabihan ba, the boat has already sailed eh. Whether or not it's the duty of the 19th or the 20th Congress is highly contestable by different parties. In my humble opinion, tuloy-tuloy na po yan eh. It's a constitutionally mandated duty by Congress and of the Senate. So it's a firm stand by the House na the boat has sailed eh. We have to go with the impeachment process. Regardless of what it is, the House has one stand, united, and the impeachment process is a chance to see that the Constitution is at work, it is protected by the leaders of this nation, and more important, ito po yung pinakapatas na paraan para marinig yung side ng dalawang parte. So, it's very fair and democratic.
So, sir, what you're both are saying is that hindi na po kailangan nung certification from the House.
Well, Ma'am Tina, we have already adopted the resolution in compliance with the court order, no, yung certification. But as to whether or not the 20th Congress will carry on the impeachment, that again was also responded to by the prosecution team. Kasi sabi nga nila doon sa for clarity, because we defer the acceptance of that second order simply because ang sabi nila it needs further clarification because the 19th Congress could not simply speak on behalf of the 20th Congress. So I guess if you talk about the process in itself, the impeachment process, that is already laid down clearly by the Constitution. And sabi nga po ng aking kaibigan dito, si Congressman Ernix, na we stand by with what we have already supported. We affixed our signatures in the 19th Congress. The issue really here is to hold impeachable officers according to the enumerated list of impeachable officers under the Constitution, hold accountable to their actions. No, this is not an issue of personality. This is about making the Constitution work for every single Filipino. In the case of the impeachment trial under Article 11, we stand by it. This is a constitutional process. This is a constitutional mechanism, and we would continue to stand by it. So, ang usapan pala kung talaga natin dito when it comes to the issue of impeachment ay na mananatili po ang paninindigan na House na we delivered our commitment, our mandate given to us by the Constitution. So, yun po yung pinakabulto na ini-explain po namin dito sa parte ng House of Representatives.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Tina. Rosalie Cos from UNTV is now recognized.
Good afternoon po, Kongs. Regarding po sa fellowship dinner last night with Speaker Martin Romualdez together with the neophytes and returning lawmakers, the Speaker appealed for the support of the neophytes and returning lawmakers. Did he also seek their support for his speakership until the 20th Congress?
No, actually, yung fellowship dinner, yun yung nag-conclude nung 3-day seminar or guidance para sa mga neophytes and new House members. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Kong Zia, no, we were there last night. Wala namang appeal na mga ganon for speakership or any support. It's mainly to give guidance and show support to the new members of the House. Speaker Martin was simply showing that, guiding the new members on how they can be an effective leader of their respective districts. Again, in terms of asking for support for speakership, there's not a single iota of request or anything of that sort, ma'am.
Actually, it was barely to welcome the incoming Congress members of the 20th Congress. Remember, the 19th Congress will expire on June 30. Sa ngayon, siya pa rin ang speaker. Nung nandun po kami kagabi, it was merely a getting to know each other, kumbaga. So welcoming the incoming members of the 20th Congress as well as to inspire them, no? In-inspire niya yung mga membro, hindi lang mga membro ng incoming but even those who are present last night na mga re-elected members ng House to inspire the incoming members to commit themselves to their to their advocacies individual, no, sa kanilang mga distrito, and to make sure that the House will support kung ano man yung mga programa at anong mga advokasya na makakatulong sa ating bansa, hindi lang sa individual na district. So it was simply just a gesture of welcoming them, making them part of the official family in the coming Congress. Wala pong napag-usapan doon anything about leadership support or anything about yung mga issue about positions in the House.
But are we expecting the 40-plus representatives elect to support the speakership of Speaker Martin Romualdez in the 20th?
They have already we have already secured, I guess, 200-plus signatures, manifest of support for the current speaker, Speaker Martin Romualdez, should the 20th Congress starts na they have already been there is already a support, an overwhelming support in terms of the speaker should he decides again to run for the speakership. Meron na pong 200-plus na signatures na nagsasabing sumusuporta sila sa ating speaker sa ngayon, because may kasabihan nga, if it's broken, why fix it, diba? So sustainably and yung stability na pinakita ng leadership ni Speaker Romualdez, doon yung source of support na pinanggagalingan ng bawat individual na congressman na 200+ na lumagda para ipakita ang kanilang suporta sa current speaker na to na maging speaker in the 20th Congress.
May we also ask your reaction sa statement ni Deputy Speaker Duke Frasco? He stated in his social media post, I quote, "If the election for Speaker were held today, my support would go to either Congressman Toby Chanco or Congressman Albi Benitez."
Well, that's his, he's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to cast his vote to whomever he feels, for him fitting to the position. Wala naman pong nagpupwersa sa bawat isa sa amin na bumoto. In fact, that actually is a manifestation. There is no, that when it comes to election of the speakership, wala pong sapilitan dito sa House. That the election and the vote of each individual congressman will be entirely up to his or her own discretion. Nagpapakita lang ito na wala pong sapilitan dito at yung 200 plus na congressmen na nag-sign dun sa manifesto ay voluntarily and consciously supporting the Speaker, Martin Romualdez. So sa kanya pong palagay yun, nirespeto naman po natin ang opinion niya.
Ma'am, just my 2 cents. At the end of the day, Congress is a collegial body. Each vote, each decision by each House member is given weight and importance. Just to be exact, there's already a 283 who signed the manifesto. So that's an overwhelming majority in the support of House Speaker Martin Romualdez. And only time will tell. But this manifesto shows a strong support that the leadership of Speaker Martin is supported by the majority of the House members and the incoming members for the 20th Congress.
I'm sorry, kasi yung nabigay na unang bilang sa amin, 285. May nabawas po bang dalawa?
No, actually, yung signed, but there's 287 already who expressed their support.